Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm finally getting a hand of this live thing. It's actually kind of fun. Guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I know it was a bit late notice, but generally speaking, I do stream at 1 o'clock in the morning. So glad to see that. I hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. Again, it's been quite the interesting week for us here in Ontario. Basically, we went to stage 3 for our opening, and that means that some restaurants are opening it back up again. It also means that barbershops and a whole bunch of the malls are opening up a little bit more compared to before. So yeah, very interesting time. Here back here in Canada and on Ontario, the province where I'm in, it's pretty crazy. But how are you guys doing? How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Okay, we have a couple of people in the stream already. Fizzo G, good evening, Jay. Good evening, Fizzo G. Good to see you. Fabulous Disaster, how's it going, my friend? Thank you again for your support. It really does mean the world to me. Looking sharp. I wish I did. I honestly don't think I look that sharp. I think maybe it's the picture, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe the picture is just a bit too blown out. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I really don't know. But thank you guys for being here tonight. Yeah, it's man, this has been pretty crazy. Like, this has been nothing but toy news after toy news after toy news. And for me, once again, finally getting back into the swing of things, doing some toy hunts after such a long time, which is always great. And yeah, today was no exception. Man, I was running around like a madman. Actually, it's always a crazy thing when certain things happen, and you got to jump on these events that happen as quickly as they possibly can. Yeah, and as a toy hunter, it's just one of those things. If you miss out on an opportunity, you can pretty much kiss those figures goodbye. It's just pretty crazy. I didn't even bring them with me, but anyway, yeah. Today had okay. It's easier if I explain. So here in Canada, I'm not really sure if this happens in the States, but here in Canada, EB Games, which is the parent company is GameStop in the US. They implemented a program a few years ago called $5 Fridays, and for those of you guys who don't know what that is, basically, I think some Canadians know, but not really everybody, because a lot of people just don't take advantage of it, which is kind of crazy. But a lot of people try to take advantage of this, and oh gosh, geez, John Joker, thank you so much, my friend, for becoming a YouTube member. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Thank you, guys. If you didn't know, I do have a YouTube membership for the channel. So guys, if you do want to become a member and help support the channel, that would mean the world to me. Of course, we do have. Might as well put the banner up, right? We do have. I do have a Patreon page as well. Again, it's not necessary to become a channel member or support on Patreon, but I do appreciate it. It really does help the channel grow, and we get to invest in more equipment. We actually get to do a lot more things, and it helps me to just keep get motivated and keep going with the videos that I do. But that doesn't mean that everyone needs to become a channel member. Just being here and the fact that I get to spend some time with you guys on the weekends, talking toys, talking toy hunts, talking everything, and just really trying to escape some of the crazy things that are happening in life right now. It really is special to me, in the fact that you guys, are here and do join me. And heck, it's just amazing that anybody would even listen to anything I have to say. I'm humbled by that. But John, thank you so much, my friend. Seriously, we should get together, John. We should actually, I'd love to have you on as a guest sometime. Please connect me on Instagram again. Let's make it happen, John. How are you doing tonight, Jay? John, apparently you are happy, Jay. Happy Jay. Happy Jay. I am very happy, especially today. Today was a good day, and I'm definitely going to get to that. To that. But again, John, thank you again for becoming a channel member. You are awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. Everybody here is awesome, but I just wanted to thank John for becoming a channel member today. That is awesome. So yeah, guys, I got to tell you, we do have what we call $5 Fridays here for EB Games or GameStop as it's known in the States. And for those of you who don't know what that is, basically, as some of you guys know, GameStop stores are very, very small. They only have a very a small footprint compared to other larger retailers. And whether they're in the mall or whether they're standalone stores, you know, in plazas or strip malls, as the Americans call it, you know, they don't really have a lot of real estate to actually host most of their products, right? So what they tend to do here in Canada, at least in Ontario, I'm pretty sure it happens in the rest of Canada too. They have what they call $5 Fridays. So what they do is they put on a certain amount of product in the store, all on sale for only $5. And 9 times out of 10 is usually just that's kind of useless stuff. Mostly knickknacks, you know, scarves, socks, what's it called? Mugs, tape dispensers, really, really crazy little knickknacks that nobody buys. Or once in a while, you just walk in there and you see a Zelda themed notepad or a Gundam themed pencil sharpener or something like that. You know, something just ridiculous, right? So those things go on sale for $5. But every so often, every now and then, you get something truly awesome. You get something like a Marvel Legends figure or a what's it called? An Overwatch figure, which is and not just the small ones, even the big ones like Reinhardt. I was able to pick up Reinhardt for $5 once. That was insane. As a matter of fact, these two, this wasn't today, but these two, yeah, I picked up these two for $5. Farah and Mercy. So yeah, things every now and then, if you're patient and you pay attention to these $5 Fridays, sometimes it can really pay off. And I do have to say that today was definitely one of those days. It really did pay off. John, I'll get a hold of you on Instagram. I'm doing great. Awesome. Great to hear it, John. Thanks again for becoming a channel member. Hey, Fabulous Disaster. Everyone's greeting everybody else. It's so great that you guys. This is just it really is an awesome time being able to hang out with you guys. And you know what? On that note, I did want to because we're talking about it anyway. I might as well grab them because why not? Might as well do a little bit of show and tell. So the thing about these $5 Fridays that we've noticed, a lot of myself and my hunter group, is that there's a strategy to it. So you have to basically be ready to go and hunt for these things, because if you're not there at the right time, again, like I said, they can disappear like that. So today, Friday, a couple of people got an email saying the $5 Friday was coming up, and a bunch of the guys in the hunter group noticed that on the banner it actually showcased the Marvel Legends Wendigo Build-A-Figure. And if you guys know anything, if for those of you who are familiar with the Marvel Legends series, the Wendigo Build-A-Figure was pretty awesome. It came with a bunch of X-Force figures and a bunch of X-Men figures. It came with the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. It also came with it included the Uncanny X-Men Wolverine, the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. Man, I'm getting mixed up here. The X-Force Boom Boom, which is one of my favorite. Was when I was growing up, X-Force was huge. I loved X-Force. That era with Cable, I really loved it. It had the X-Force Cannonball, which is a controversial figure because Cannonball himself doesn't have any legs. It's kind of I'll illustrate that soon. It also included Mr. Sinister, which pretty much is impossible to find, and it also included Alpha Flight Guardian, which is, again, as a Canadian, it's actually a really great thing to have him if you can grab him. But he also came with a torso of Wendigo, so very hard to get him too. But the standout figure in the bunch for me, anyways, because I'm trying to complete my my 90s X-Men collection, was Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler. That's the one I was really gunning for today. I really wanted to grab Kurt Wagner. He was the one that I really wanted to grab. So, got up at the crack of dawn, put in a bunch of orders online to actually try and snag a couple of these. Ordered from a whole bunch of different places just to hedge my bets. Because the problem is, when you're ordering online, they don't give you the opportunity to choose your figure. Because you would like, just like anybody else, you would like to be able to select Wolverine. You'd like to be able to select Boom Boom, Cannonball, Guardian, and especially Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler. No such thing. In this particular hunt, if you will, this toy hunt online, they basically give you an assorted option, and you can select up to 3 figures, to basically test your luck. So yeah, got up at the crack of dawn, put in a bunch of orders, and waited. As soon as the stores open, I guess what they do is the employees actually go into the bins. They figure out which figures are on sale, and they start sorting them for distribution during the day. And you just got to wait on bated breath, pretty much, and find out if you're gonna be able to be if your order is going to be fulfilled. And for me in particular, I had 2 orders in 2 different stores. They were canceled, but luckily enough, I had 3 different stores which actually called up and said, "Yeah, come get your stuff." Now here's the problem: they do not tell you what you're picking up. So that was pretty freaking crazy. It was, again, here I am in up here in Markham, Ontario. And I've got to travel to Scarborough now. I've got to travel to, well, luckily there was one up here in Markham too, but I also got to go to, what's it called? Center Point Mall over in what's it called? Thornhill, Ontario. And then there was Yorkdale Mall, which is another city entirely in Etobicoke. So yeah, so many different places. I wasn't going to get them all today. The two places that I did get to, I was very fortunate, actually. So, what did I get? When I went to Wismar Commons, which is the Markham location up here, close to where I live. This is not the wrong one. I go there a lot, so they were actually nice enough to call me and say, "Yeah, we only have 2 of the figures that you wanted." So I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna come get them." So ran over there. And the manager over there is really nice. He always takes care of me, which is really awesome. So yeah, I was able to pick up at the Wismar Commons Markham location for EB Games, GameStop. First figure I picked up was Cannonball. So yeah, really happy that I was able to get this guy. I honestly, so again, love X-Force. Great series, great comic book series. Really loved it. So when I saw Cannonball was actually a figure, this is actually before I was collecting. So when I saw the Cannonball was a figure, I was like, "All right, that's awesome. Cannonball's a really good character. I used to read about him all the time." And I saw the figure in the box. One thing that stood out to me, and I think everyone can see that, he literally is half of a character here, right? He's only half a character. And then the other half of him is nothing but a blast effect, like his cannonball effect, right? How he actually moves around, and that's his mutant power. But anybody who reads the comics knows that Cannonball has legs, right? So where the heck are Cannonball's legs? Yeah, this was a big fail on the part of Hasbro. This figure does not come with any legs. He literally is his Cannonball mutant power, and that's it. The only leg that he comes with is the Build-A-Figure leg for Wendigo. So yeah, spending $29 on this Canadian was not, sorry, $24.99 Canadian for this was not high on my radar. I was not looking forward to spending that kind of money. So really happy I was able to get them for $5. So that was awesome for today's hunt. And then they had one more figure, which I'll be honest with you, I was actually pretty happy to get this. I didn't read the comics for this, but the design is really, really nice. Yeah, I picked up Wolverine from the Uncanny X-Force. Now this is a series that I happened to think about 5 or 10 years ago, something like that. I think it was earlier than that, probably 5 years ago or so. And yeah, the X-Force became like the stealth assassin kind of stuff. I think Deadpool was part of it at one point. X-23, who was a clone of Wolverine. If anybody watched the Wolverine, the last Wolverine, Logan. If anybody watched the Logan movie, that's who X-23 is. But he also comes with the head of the Wendigo. So yeah, starting to build that Build-A-Figure, which is one of the features of this actual line. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and that was pretty much a 5-minute drive away from where I live. So that was the first hunt of the day. Really glad, and you guys will probably see that in an upcoming episode. So first hunt of the day, very successful. Then I ended up going all the way to Thornhill, Ontario, which is not too far. It's another small city, not small town, small city. And yeah, they had some more figures for me. Again, did not know what I was going to be picking up, but as luck would have it, I walked in there, and it was actually at Center Point Mall, and it's actually a pretty fun mall in the Midtown Ontario and Midtown Toronto. And yeah, that was actually kind of cool. Walked in there, the mall was open, not completely. There's still some social distancing efforts happening right now, but in terms of what it was before, it pretty much is open. For all intents and purposes, it's completely open, thankfully. So yeah, a lot of people were in the mall. It was a lot of fun. It was like being back, before the shutdowns. But yeah, went into EB Games, GameStop, and asked the guys. Did a little bit of hunting. Didn't find anything else, but went up to the guy, the employee there, and said, "Hey, I reserved a couple of figures." He digs them out and says, "Yeah, you're really lucky." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, you got some good figures in there." So I'm like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" So grabbed the bag, started heading out, and got into the car, and I started looking through the figures that I got. And first one, it's a double, but you know what? It's a good one, and this is good for anybody. I might be able to trade with somebody on this one, so hopefully that'll be the case. Yeah, I got another Wolverine, the Uncanny X-Force. So yeah, really glad to get that. Hopefully somebody else is looking for this, and maybe we can do a trade. That would be awesome. But then I was able to pick up one of my other favorite characters from the series. Man, I really did love X-Force as a kid. I loved the Cable arc. It was really fun. Boom Boom. Yeah, you gotta love what's it called? Liefeld. Liefeld did some really cool work. I was a Liefeld fan when I was younger, and I gotta admit, he made some pretty cool character designs and character choices. Like lots of belts, lots of little things that are signature to Rob Liefeld. But yeah, Boom Boom was a fun character. She has like these little timed explosions. And having her here in this format, I'm really happy about that. She also comes with another leg of the Wendigo, so that was a lot of fun. And I totally lucked out, guys. Today, this was freaking amazing. I can't believe I finally got this. I was really gunning for this because the other figures in the line, I was pretty sure I'm gonna have a terrible time finding them because they're just incredibly hard to find. But I was super happy to pick up this guy, because really, this is the one I was hunting for today. I was really hoping, crossing my fingers, that I would actually get this guy to help complete my 90s X-Men figures. Yeah, I picked up Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler himself. Holy crap! This was the one that I was hoping for. This was one I was really gunning for and hoping, praying, pretty much praying that he would be one of those figures that I got. And I remembered specifically that I saw him. During a hunt at one point at Center Point Mall, so I took a risk. I tried my best to grab this guy, and oh god, so glad I was able to get Kurt Wagner, right, the Nightcrawler, amazing. But if you see here, guys, I'm close, but not complete. So I have two Wolverines, one Cannonball, one Boom Boom, a Nightcrawler. And now the hunt begins again, because I'm $5 Fridays is over. So now I'm gonna have to try and track down Guardian, who's part of Alpha Flight, the Canadian superhero team. he comes with the body of the Wendigo, and the hardest one that's going to be the hardest to find, and probably going to end up being on Scalper Bay, eBay, guys, eBay. It's going to be Mr. Sinister, because that's the one that's going to be. Yeah, that's the one that's going to be tough, guys. That's the one that's going to be a hard one to find. But I'm super stoked that I was able to get Kurt Wagner, the Nightcrawler. Oh my God, I actually had very little hope that I was going to get him, but got him, guys, and super stoked that I was able to get Boom Boom, Wolverine, and down there is Cannonball himself, no legs and all. So yeah, I thought that would be a fun story to tell you guys. You guys will be able to see the hunt itself probably in a week or two when I actually put that hunt together. Again, we're getting back into the swing of things here in Ontario, Canada. We just entered stage 3, which means that a lot more stores can open, barbershops can open again. So I saw when I was at the mall, I passed by a salon, and yeah, the number of ladies that were in there getting their hair done and getting perms and stuff like that, it was crazy. Like, it's very important too, obviously, personal hygiene and everything like that. So it was really great to see that everyone is once again getting back into the swing of things. So wow, there are a whole bunch of comments here. I hope I didn't lose everybody. Fabulous Disaster. Hey, Mr. Joker. Everybody's having a good time. I cannot find the member page. LOL. Fabulous Disaster. You have to go to Mega J Retro. I know that you joined. You've been watching my MJR Collector. If you go to my Mega J Retro page, you should be able to find it there. But again, you've already signed up for something else, so don't feel obligated. Again, it's just something. If everyone wants to support the channel, it's all good. But you don't need to, guys. Don't feel obligated to do these things. I do appreciate it though. Thank you so much. If you basically right there, no, not that one. Never mind. I'll just pull it up here. So yeah, there's the YouTube page. Obviously, I'm not going to put myself on the timeout. Why would I do that? Hold on. I thought I could. Could I do that? No. What's going on here? No, never mind. Anyway, yeah, that's the YouTube page. My actual YouTube page. So the channel membership is up there if anybody's interested. But again, no obligation. No one needs to do that. It's just I do appreciate the support. And John, becoming a channel member, thank you so much, John. Really do appreciate it. Mark 44 Prime. Sup, Mega J? Hey, sup, Mark? Good to see you. Yep, we're going to talk, John. 100%. I would love to get you on. I would love to get on your show, or if you want to get on my show, that would be awesome. Will, good to see you, Will. Hey Jay, crazy day with all the Hasbro reveals today. Found a Marvel Legends Cannonball for $5 on $5 Friday. Congratulations, Will. I found one too. Just talked about it. So great work. Glad to see that a lot of people are able to get these $5 Friday deals. Kevin Masters, Kevin, long time no see, brother. Hey, bro, Melbourne, Australia is under lockdown again. No. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh God, Kevin, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks, my friend. So many Delta variant COVID outbreaks. It's not looking very good. How are you doing? We're starting to open up again, Kevin. I hope it stays that way. But yeah, that's unfortunate, my friend. Oh gosh, I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody there is staying safe and doing well. My best to everybody there. My gosh, that's so disappointing. Did you jump on the Super 7 Joes, Mega J? We're going to talk about that, John. We are definitely going to talk about tonight. So let's save that for a little later. But thank you for asking. Soundwave 278. Soundwave, good to see you, brother. Hello, Jay. What an epic day, huh? Let me tell you, this whole week has been pretty epic, and we're definitely going to get into that. Fabulous Disaster is going to pass on Super 7. Well, it's not for everybody. There is too much to collect. Oh, my friends, Fabulous Disaster, after your dive into Haslab, I am not surprised. I know what you mean, Fabulous. I'm debating on them. Absolutely. Yeah, they look great, but I have college loans to pay. Oh, Fabulous. Don't put yourself out, man. Don't put yourself out. You don't have to again, there are other ways, and plastic finds a way, as one of my friends, Michael Mercy, has said in the past. Glenn Cruz, good to see you, my friend. Kia Kala, Glenn. Just you tonight. It's all good, brother. It's late. I understand, but thank you for joining the stream. Welcome. Fabulous Disaster. Plus the Haslab hit today. 100%. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Man, you made a big decision today, Fabulous Disaster. But I've made those decisions myself, so I completely understand. Fizzle G, same. Probably pass on the Super 7 Joes. May get the odd one, but definitely not a completionist. That's all right. Again, you collect what you want, guys. Collect what you want. We are definitely going to talk about that very, very soon. John, I get you, bro. Oh, man, that Galactus. Whew, just crazy. Oh, man, I ordered one, John. Yes, you did, Fabulous Disaster. You did indeed. How much is it? It is $3.99, John. $3.99. And for Fabulous Disaster, he got the membership so he could save on the shipping. Shoot, I'm debating the Joes or Galactus. Just crazy. The Haslab is a great piece. It does look amazing. We are definitely going to talk about it. Mega J, you can use Marvel's Paladin legs to make Cannonball look better if you open them up. That is a good idea, John. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about grabbing a second Cannonball because again he was only $5. He was only $5, and customizing him to make him look. I think I saw it. Was it Robo who made that happen? I don't remember. But thanks for letting me know, John. That's a really good idea. You were right about that, Fabulous Disaster, 100%. I'll take the Wolverine, Jay. Okay. Well, we'll meet up sometime and we'll figure it out. 100%. 19. Watch, please hit that like. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that, John. You're amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I like that Boom Boom figure. She looks amazing. Trust me, she is quite the figure. I love that series. That series to me, X-Force. What a wonderful comic when I was growing up. Oh, maybe I can't from my phone. Don't worry about it, Fabulous Disaster. You've already done so much for me. I really appreciate it. Kevin, the sad thing is we're sitting here talking about collecting toys and and around the world, there's so many people losing their lives and livelihood. It's sad, isn't it? Yeah, this is true, Kevin. I know where you're coming from. I know what you're saying, and I don't disagree. It really is a tragedy all around the world. But I'm not saying that I'm actually doing it right or doing it wrong, but I'm hoping that the time that all of us are spending here tonight and together allows us to escape from the rigors of life. You know what I mean? Sometimes, in order to get by and just feel normal again, sometimes we have to do things, watch YouTube videos, watch our favorite YouTubers, watch a Marvel movie, do something just to get away and escape. And you know what? It's important for mental health. It really is. I've always felt that it's an important thing for people to, escapism is not a fantasy for fantasy's sake. Escapism allows us all to have a moment to ourselves, a moment to reflect, and just enjoy what we enjoy, right? So whether it's toy collecting, whether it's sports, whether it's video games, and anything that you watch on TV or YouTube or like I said, watching sports, watching snooker, watching darts, anything that you do to just escape the rigors of the day and the kind of stress that you're involved with, that's surrounding your everyday life. This is an important mental health issue that we all have to do. And for me, being able to go out and hunt for toys, it really was a relief Because again, I was trapped in my home for like the better part of a year, and then I just, well, maybe half a year at the first time, and I really just had to get out and do something different. So I started this whole toy collecting journey, and look what happened, right? But it enabled me to meet all of you guys and to connect with you on that level, to share our love of toys and share love of these common things that we all know and love. So on that level, it's been enriching for me, and I hope it's actually helped some of us, and I don't know if it has, but I do hope that the time we spent together, and the being able to actually talk about this and converse about upcoming toys and upcoming collections and conventions and all these other things that we've experienced. I hope that it lets people and everybody out there, again, just for 5 minutes of the day, maybe escape a little bit and just like enjoy whatever it is that we commonly share, right? So that's I think the biggest part. But we can't deny and we can't forget that other people around the world are suffering, and other people around the world are leaving this world. So yeah, it's something that we can't forget. But for the small time that we have together, for the small time that I spend putting up videos and trying to tell people about upcoming toys and upcoming exciting things that I find a lot of fun. I hope that in a very small way, right? These things can help people just to escape a little bit, and that's the hope here. Mark Mene, hey Mark, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Why can Super 7 get the G.I. Joe cartoon accurate while Hasbro can never get it right? Storm Shadow never wore long sleeves in the cartoon, and fire the marketing team. So, Mark, we do have to understand. We do have to remember that Hasbro is creating new toys, right? Everything you see here is a new upgraded feature, and they're all based from what I understand off of the video game that was released earlier last year. And now they're about to I think it's been confirmed that in 2022 there's going to be a brand new G.I. Joe based series. They've already talked about Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes being involved, and who knows what else is coming up the pipeline. But what they're doing with these new action figures is creating new toy lines and new designs based on old characters, but still transferring up that legacy from the 80s cartoon up to 2020s. So Super 7 though, like a lot of these companies like NECA, Super 7, Storm Collectibles, all these guys, Mezco, all these toy manufacturers are now dabbling back into the retro wave that's happening right now. Right, Mattel is doing it. Again, Mattel is doing it with their Master Universe Origins line. Hasbro is trying to bring that back with their G.I. Joe retro collection, and of course Star Wars continues to make the Star Wars retro collection and vintage collection. So there is something to be said about the retro wave, the collectors who are looking for that old nostalgia feeling of the old cartoons from the 80s. Thundercats from Super 7, huge line that's coming out again. Now they've talked about Silverhawks, another huge 80s property. The hits just keep on coming, and you know what? It's just so much exciting that these companies do it. But Super 7 has decided that they want to concentrate on the absolute cartoon quality that came out with the Sunbow cartoon in the 1980s, and me in particular, and I think a lot of you guys out there are super excited about that. And man, the questions do come out though, right, Mark? It's exactly what it is. Why is it that Hasbro has never really dabbled into that? They're doing their own thing. The Hasbro cartoon, the Sunbow cartoon was created to help support the toy line, and no matter which way you slice it, the toys were always created first, and then the cartoon would hopefully follow and actually try to get through those designs. But Hasbro is their own company. They've decided to go on a certain aesthetic. But I think we can be grateful, very, very grateful, that they've decided after such a long time to license out their property to additional companies out there, whether it be Super 7, whether it be Mezco, whether it be Gentle Giant, or any of these other companies who are picking up the ball and running with it and doing their own thing. Whether it be wearable helmets or super cartoon accurate Super 7 figures, guys, this is an amazing time to be a fan of 80s cartoons and nostalgia. I think we should just be grateful that that all this resurgence for all these cartoons and the 80s is literally coming back in the 2020s. What an exciting time! What an amazing time to be a fan of 80s culture, of 80s cartoon culture. Incredible. I hope that helps, Mark. Kevin, bro, did you end up finding out that price for the Japanese robo figure? Sorry, I forgot the name. Yeah, so Kevin, after my breakdown, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I did find out the price, and I have put down a down payment. It is secure, I hope. So it's a Canadian company in Vancouver, and it's $1,100 for the figure itself, and it's going to cost me another probably $150 to get it over to Ontario, because they're in Vancouver, which is in the I think it's the east. No, they're in the west. Sorry, yeah, they're the west end of Toronto. Oh, sorry, in the west end of Canada, and we're more in the east. We're in the east end of Canada. So yeah, the shipping from west to east is gonna cost quite a bit. But I had to do it. I had to do it, Kevin. I'm a huge Giant Robot fan. Daikyu Maru Gai King is one of my absolute favorite Giant Robot series. So yeah, you don't pass that up. It is a wonderful in scale with all the other Force 5 figures that Giant Robots in my collection. So yeah, I had to do it. I just had to do it. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna cry. I am already eating tuna fish sandwiches just to make up for it. Lots of ramen. Ramen is what I'm eating right now. John, you gotta go, my friend. Take care, and thank you, John. Thank you so much for your support. Oh my gosh, you were amazing, my friend. Let's talk. I want to do some John Joker trivia. I think it would be awesome. Let's collaborate. Let's collaborate, John. I would love to be part of your show. Kevin, totally agree. The positive energy gets us away from the realism and the sadness of the world. Love your mindset. I'm not trying to make the world a better place. I'm not. I'm just trying to live in the moment. You know what I mean? Just live in the time that we have, and share my love of the things that I love, whether it be cartoons, anime, action figures, cosplay, comic books, like comic book movies, anything that I really love, science fiction, fantasy, I want to be able to share that with people of like-minded interests, and it really warms my heart that we're all here on Saturday morning at 1:00 in the freaking morning, and we're all talking about everything that we love, right? And sharing these moments together, it really means the world to me, honestly. And honestly, guys, you guys help to inspire me and help to continue to help me move forward and continue doing these videos, because honestly, it can be a slog. I'm not going to lie. It can be tough, right? There are days I just don't want to go out and hunt. You know what I mean? I'm tired, right? But I know that there's a figure out there that I would like to get my collection completed, and a lot of people have said, "Hey, Jay, have you seen this figure? Are you looking for it?" And I want to report on that. I want to let you guys know what I've been up to. So yeah, this time is really, really important to me, and I'm glad that I'm able to share these small moments with you guys. Jan Frisolo, mon ami, bonjour. Hi, Jay and everyone. Have a good day. Of course, we're having a very good day, my friend. Comment ça va? Is everything going well over in France? I hope you're doing well and staying safe, mon ami. Thank you again for joining the stream. John Joker, good night. Fabulous Disaster and everybody in the chat. Good night, John. Thank you again for becoming a channel member. You are awesome. Fabulous Disaster is also saying good night. Hans Klassen. Hey, Hans. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Jay. Hope everyone is well. We're doing okay. We're starting to open up again here. Unfortunately, poor Kevin, he's in his next shutdown. It's like it's rotating. Canada will shut down. Sorry, Ontario will shut down for a little bit, and apparently Australia is going to shut down for a little bit longer. Just nuts, just crazy. I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. Kevin, I was talking about the value of money with my wife recently, and I don't know why, but now I can't afford to buy almost anything. The want isn't there anymore. COVID is so depressing. Yeah, Kevin, we are all in this together, my friend. And there are people who have, as you said, there are people who have lost loved ones, and there are people who are suffering right now. And all we can do is, as a collective, as a people, right, around the world, is try to support each other. And being able to reach out across the world, like literally, you're on the other side of the world, Kevin. And we're here, we're chatting, we're communicating with each other, and the best I can do is try to support everybody and try to cheer everybody up with the type of things that I do. I hope that whatever I do gives people a little bit of joy. Being able to talk and converse with some of the great things that we all love: cartoons, fantasy, animation, toys, action figures. What you name it, right? If it's geeky, I'll talk about it. And you know what? I don't mind going as far as I can to do that. So I know what you're saying. It can be depressing. It can seem like we have very little hope, but Kevin, we're here for you. We're here. We're going to get through this. It's tough. We're all stuck in this crazy situation together. The whole world is stuck in this crazy situation together. But if we stay strong, if we support each other, if you just lean on somebody for support, we're going to get through this, my friend. So, Kevin, if you ever need to chat, reach out to me on IG. Let's talk. You know what I mean? I don't mind, spending 5 minutes, just making sure that you're okay. So yeah, just reach out, right? Don't be afraid, right? And I don't mean by fear. I'm not talking about fear. I'm just saying, don't lose hope, right? Don't lose hope. We're all in this together. We're all going to get through this, my friends. This is just another stage of what's happening in life, and it is depressing. It is sad. It is saddening in a lot of ways. But life will go on, and we are gonna get through this, guys. We're all gonna get through this. As long as we support each other, we're gonna get through this, guys. Soundwave, hey Soundwave, good to see you, my friend. Couldn't have said it better, Jay. What's happening can't be denied, and we do what we do, but we also have to think about what makes us happy, if only for a little while. This is true, my friend. We just have to basically keep this fight going. We can't let what's happening around the world deter us from being people and being there for each other. We're gonna get through this, guys. We are gonna get through this. Kevin, are you looking forward to the new Snake Eyes G.I. Joe movie coming out next week? I don't like the casting of the main character. I would have preferred Scott Adkinson. So the reality is, I am an old school, much like yourself, I think, Kevin. I am an old school G.I. Joe fan, and the reality is, Snake Eyes was originally not supposed to be a ninja, okay? And we're going to get right into it soon. He was a covert operative, okay? He was literally Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. That is what Snake Eyes was. He was specialized in infiltration, and he specialized in he's a gosh, I keep forgetting what my words here. He's a commando. He was a specialized sneaking commando. He was supposed to go in, infiltrate, secretly, and plant bombs, do whatever to disrupt the situation, and then get out. Right? That was supposed to be Snake Eyes' specialty. He was never supposed to be a ninja. Right? Later on, they retconned him to become this, super ninja, right, kind of character who had this huge rivalry with, and it wasn't even at the beginning. If you guys recall, the very second miniseries, it was Spirit who actually had a rivalry with Storm Shadow. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow didn't really start fighting on a constant basis until much later in the series, and there was no Arashikage connection. There was no clans between the two of them. There was nothing like that of the sort. that was written much later in the comic books and things like that. Snake Eyes himself was a white person. Okay, he was Caucasian, and you know what? That's something that I probably will never get over. He is in my mind. Snake Eyes is Caucasian, and you know what? He's from what I recall, he's a ginger. I don't know. Does anybody remember that? I recall him being a ginger. So yeah, he's definitely a super sneaking suit wearing, commando, and that's how I'll always remember Snake Eyes being. So the fact that now he's Asian out of nowhere, pretty much out of freaking nowhere, he's Asian, and it comes from a clan from Arashikage, and because even in the first releases of the last G.I. Joe movie, G.I. Joe Retaliation, G.I. Joe A Real American Hero, or whatever the heck it was, can't remember anymore. He was a Caucasian raised by a Japanese clan, right? A Japanese ninja clan, right? I was perfectly happy with that. There was nothing wrong with that. I thought that was really cool, right? Now they've completely turned it on its head, retconned him, and now he's a Japanese national who I don't know. I'll have to watch the movie, but I don't even think he's part of the Arashikage clan. I think he's just some super agent or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it. But casting wise, I mean, I don't mind who they casted. He seems like a capable actor. I just my personal feeling is that I would have rather had a Caucasian actor play him. But that's me, and we'll see. We'll see how this movie plays out. Hans, anyone looking for Baroness Coil in Edmonton? In the Edmonton area, I found 3 at Toys R Us. 3 on Toys R Us. 70th? What does that mean? Be quick. All right, guys. Well, Hans is letting everybody know that if you're in the Edmonton area, run over to the Toys R Us on 70th. I don't know where that is. I guess it's a street. So guys, head over there tomorrow if you can, and go pick up a Baroness for yourself. Thank you, Hans. Really appreciate it. Obviously, we don't have Target here, so people are not able to order from Target unless you have a friend in the US to go pick up a Baroness. So Hans, thank you so much. That's awesome. We need to help each other, guys. As toy collectors, we need to be able to coordinate and figure out where all these figures are, so that we can actually get them in our hands instead of the hands of scalpers. Kevin, was I right or close about the price? I did say around 1,200 or 2,000. Yes, you were right there, Kevin. And by the time it gets to me, it's going to be somewhere around $1,300, more than likely. So you were absolutely right, Kevin. 100%. Pat yourself on the back there, just like I just did. Mark, what is your holy grail robot, Japanese or American? My holy grail robot? So I've already got one of my grails. If that's what you're asking, I was very fortunate enough early on to have been able to collect, with the help of my brother Dex and my best friend Core. I was very fortunate enough to actually complete the Getter Robo the Getter Robo G robots. So I got Getter Poseidon, Getter Arrow. I'm sorry, Getter Poseidon, Getter Liger, and Getter Dragon. The 3 Star Avengers robots, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Poseidon, Arrow, and Dragon. So yeah, I was very, very lucky to get those. Aside from that, Voltron is always going to be a grail robot for me. It's just my love for Voltron has always been there. I really do love that series. It's there's just something primal about the line Voltron. I do have a soft spot for what's it called? I do have a soft spot for what the heck's it called? The vehicle Voltron. I do have a soft spot for that, but the reality is that the series itself, I've done reviews on this. The series itself was just did not have enough to capture my attention for very long. Too many teams, too many characters. They all looked very similar to one another, so it was very confusing as a kid to actually keep track of that. I also really love Macross. I mean, like, again, there's so many. But in terms of like grails, I will have to say that the one grail that I'm looking for and that I'm dying to get from the Solo Chokugen line is Top Onerai Gunbuster, right? Gunbuster. Oh, jeez. That one got away from me. It was during a time where I didn't have a steady job. And it was just too expensive at the time. It was like $3.50 Canadian. The dollar was really, really weak here in Canada. And I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it. So one of the grails for me, 100%, would definitely be Gunbuster. The Gunbuster Solo Chokugen, that is definitely my 100% one of my grails. The other one is definitely the Solo Chokugen GX71. What's it called? Go Lion, obviously Lion Voltron. And what's a lot easier to get, of course, is Dairuger 15. That one I can wait on, though. Again, I have a really soft spot in my heart for that one, but it's still too pricey right now, and I just can't justify picking that one up. And I've already, as Kevin has pointed out, I've already put down a deposit for the GX100. Oh God, Daiku Maryu Gai King. Just the super size on that thing is just ridiculous. So yeah, I hope that helps answer your question, Mark. Those are my grails, if any. Diecast Fly, hey Diecast Fly, good to see you, brother. What up, Jay? Super 7 got me for Duke and Cobra Commander. All I needed is them to announce Flint and Lady J, and I will leave them all in box. Oh my gosh, Diecast Fly, you're killing me, brother. Break them out of those plastic prisons. Come on, you already have such a wonderful display. Wouldn't it be great to actually get them out of their boxes? They would be beautiful. You know what? On that note, I know there are a bunch of other comments right now, but let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about. We'll just touch on it a little bit, and I'll bounce between finishing up some of the topics tonight and getting back to the chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the announcements that happened this week. I did do a whole bunch of live streams, and I did do a whole bunch of videos on them. But let's talk a little bit about it tonight. Holy crap, guys! Just like Diecast Fly has already mentioned, I am super stoked and super amazed at what has been happening this week. Nothing but, like, for the most part, absolutely freaking out at all of these announcements by Super 7. Holy crap. These are just blowing my mind. I can't believe this. Of course, we all know I'm super huge into the cartoon aesthetic. So for me, these cannot get any better at this point. Guys, Super 7 has, of course, announced earlier this week that they will be releasing their G.I. Joe Ultimates. Oh gosh, I am very envious of Robo whenever he does that scream. He really does it well. Look at these things, guys. These are freaking crazy. In terms of cartoon accuracy, holy crap. How can we get any much better than this? This is nuts. So here's Duke. And man, doesn't he look like he just jumped off of the cartoon screen? I mean, oh my God. He's got that very furrowed brow, very, very serious look. And look at his fatigues. Exactly the way I remember them from the cartoon. Yellow mustard and green and bright green pants and those brown boots. Man, he looks like an infantry trooper, but he's in charge of he's one of the main people in charge of G.I. Joe. Go figure that out. How is a sergeant, right? A Sergeant Duke. How is it that he is the one who commands most of the G.I. Joe forces? Who knows? The way G.I. Joe is run is its own little thing. Comes with his infantry helmet, 2 awesome-looking heads, his screaming "Yo Joe" head, which is awesome. Signature Yo Joe head. Whenever you watch the cartoon, usually the first person you saw was Duke screaming out that signature catchphrase, "Yo Joe," and it just kept going from there. He's also got his headset face here, which is awesome. Saw him multiple times wearing that in the show. A little looks like a Geiger counter. That's kind of weird. I know in several episodes they did something like that. Comes with a watch. That's really neat. I didn't even know that. There's that signature G.I. Joe rifle, which is so reminiscent of the characters in the show. If anybody watched the Sunbow animation for any period of time, you will definitely recognize this signature rifle. And then, as an homage, as a tip of the hat to the original G.I. Joe figures, and I believe that this is actually from the G.I. Joes from back in the day, like back in the 40s and 50s. He has a green rifle, kind of like an army, a small green army man rifle, which is kind of fun. Awesome nod to the actual toy line. A pair of binoculars from the show, and looks like 3 sets of additional hands, 2 clasping, 1 with a karate chop hand and a yo-jo point, and 2 more slightly open trigger fingers. You can see the one trigger finger here is there to put inside the gun. Then he comes with a infantry backpack, again harkening back to the original G.I. Joe line from the 1940s. Incredible! This is so great, guys. Holy cow! There he is, Duke himself. Amazing! This is insane. Loving these figures. Can't wait to see more of these guys. Holy crap! Honestly, these are just CG renders. We know that already. But honestly, they look incredible. Then we have. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go back. Then we have Cobra Commander. Holy crap! This is one heck of a collection here, and I have to say I'm supremely impressed with this one as well. Literally looks like he jumped off the screen. Comes with 2 heads, and this is an interesting trivia. Every now and then in the Sunbow cartoon, you would have the one head, which is pretty much what everyone remembers, with a white stripe coming down the top. But every now and then, I guess the animators would forget. So in certain episodes, you'd actually see him without the white stripe on top of his head. Kind of interesting. Comes with a pair of Cobra binoculars, Cobra branded binoculars. I think they're selling them in the stores. That's hilarious. To all their Cobra employees, they sell Cobra branded merchandise. That's so much fun. I believe that this was the controller for the slaves in one of the miniseries, which was actually pretty crazy. I remember it being. He has I believe it's a soft goods cape, so he can actually stand there with his cape in a regal pose. And again, I was saying to the other day, I don't think he had a cape in the original 2 series. I think the cape was actually introduced much later on when Serpentor was actually around. Interesting that they're including it now. He has his serpent staff again. Something that I don't remember him carrying around often in the original series. It was pretty much later on when once again Serpentor was introduced. I have no idea where this snake wrapped around the globe idea came from. I have absolutely. I don't know if anybody else recognizes that, but I have no idea where that came from. Does anybody actually recognize what episode this came from? This cobra wrapped around the globe. Was it a metaphor? Was it something that when Cobra Commander was making a speech or something, he actually went and had this visual of a snake with a wrapped around the globe, where Cobra rules the world? Maybe that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember anymore. He also comes with a signature Cobra rifle. What looks like to be another the detonator, I believe it was for one of the weapons of mass destruction that Cobra always had. He comes with a Cobra blaster, again branded Cobra blaster. I swear they're selling these in the stores, branded merchandise. The one blaster that he always had in the show with this little bulb thing, really strange. But yeah, always saw Cobra Commander with that particular blaster. And then I guess that I'm trying to remember if this was a mutant ray, something which transforms people. I can't remember exactly, but I believe it was something like that. And then he comes with again another wow. It looks like 3 sets of hands and an additional hand here. So 2 trigger fingers, much like Duke. He's got a fist which waves in the air and a pointing finger, a splayed out hand. I'm not sure if that's a karate chop. Doesn't really look like a karate chop hand, but it's slightly splayed out, a little bit relaxed. And another hand, which again, I'm not really sure what that is. I wonder if that actually holds one of the other weapons. Very interesting to see that. And of course, there he is himself, the master of Cobra, the Cobra commander himself. Yeah, it looks like he literally just jumped off of the screen. Amazing. Just a wonderful, wonderful design. Loving what Super 7 is doing with these characters. I literally can't wait to see these guys. There's the packaging design itself. Holy crap. Cobra Commander, the enemy leader. Wow. But one of the standout characters in the bunch is, and this is something that is exciting me to no end, is the original, the very first Commando version of Snake Eyes. And I stress that, guys, because again, as I said earlier, he was never supposed to be a ninja originally. He was supposed to be a commando, a stealth sneaking suit type of Solid Snake. Kind of funny, right? Solid Snake, Snake Eyes. We get the correlation here. He was originally supposed to be a sneaking commando or doing special operations to disrupt Cobra, right? That was his original function. He has a ski mask on with some goggles, right? This wonderful purplish blue jumpsuit, sneaking suit, right? He's got all these lavender highlights on his pouches and his straps, his armbands, and yeah, he was a Caucasian character originally. The one time we actually saw him take off his mask in the very original series, we could tell right away he was not Asian. His cartoon aesthetic is captured 100% here by Super 7. Loving the overall design. Can't wait for this guy. Comes with some amazing accessories, including Timber, of course, his wonderful wolf companion who he rescued in the snow in a bear trap of all things, from a bear. Actually, no, I believe it was Timber who rescued him from a bear, if I remember that correctly. Comes with some really signature things from that first episode, including a piece of the mass device which was bathed in radiation, gave him radiation sickness, and he actually had to get help from a blind mountain man in order to get rid of that sickness. Has one of the Geiger counters, which was used to actually detect the mass device. Wonderful stuff here. The jetpack, which they used to jump out of the airplanes and the helicopters in one of the episodes, and Timber jumped out right after him. That was hilarious. And he has several sets of hands, about 3 sets. Again, slightly slightly open splayed out hands, slightly more relaxed hands, and two trigger fingers on this side, and 2 fists. Wonderful. I think this is akin to his attack to his ray gun, which was actually in the toy. I could be wrong. More than likely, it's actually something from the show. And of course, he comes with the signature rifle, as we said, from the G.I. Joe cartoon. Wonderful, wonderful designs. There's his packaging, looking so amazing. I can't wait for these guys to show up. Really excited for this. This is great. And the one standout figure that's in the line is going to be very exciting if you have the money for it. The Battle Android Troopers are finally being released in 2020, and the first ones to do it apparently is Super 7. God, I love these guys. When they first showed up in Rise Serpentor, the miniseries, man, I always loved these characters. They were just a bunch of big dumb androids for Sergeant Slaughter to beat up. It was glorious. It was literally what's it called? It was literally the introduction to Sergeant Slaughter, and what an introduction that was. I got to tell you, it was insane. Literally 20-30 bats jump on top of Sergeant Slaughter, and he just decimates them all. It was crazy. Looking and they end up looking exactly like this, pretty much completely destroyed, severed arms. Half of them had their heads popped off, just like this. This is a wonderful design for Super 7. They're doing it exactly the way they've always done, including all these great accessories, extra heads, damaged arms, popped off heads with blast effects. Just wonderful. Comes with a backpack, which was actually more reminiscent of the toy, and the additional accessories that are included with that backpack. Just some weird stuff here, a half drill. I don't know what the heck this is, and an extra claw attachment, which originally you could actually put them on their hands. You could actually swap them out, which was awesome. Not even sure if you can do that here, but they do look like it. And again, they come with 2 additional sets of hands, trigger fingers, and slightly relaxed hands here. An extra rifle, and looks like a sniper rifle as well. Wonderful. This is exciting, guys. $55 each. Or if you want to grab the entire set, $220 for the entire set. Guys, this is really exciting. But as a lot of us have sort of noted here, not sure at that price point if again, the cartoon aesthetic isn't for everybody. Sometimes people just want a more realistic version of these figures. So it's hard to say whether everyone's going to buy into these, especially for the price point. $55 for each figure is not cheap, right? $220 for the entire set. Yeah, and if you want to army build the bats, you're looking at 100 right off the bat. You're looking at $110 for just 2 bats, right? So if you go up to that's $220 for 4 bats. Holy crap, that's a lot of money for army building. Anyway, maybe somewhere down the line, Super 7 will be able to release a 4-pack. I think that would be awesome. I think it would be in their best interest to actually lower the price for the bats, to actually get people to be able to buy multiple pieces. I think that would be great. But yeah, what a wonderful reveal, and what an amazing announcement by Super 7. Can't wait for these guys. They look incredible. Let's take a few more chats. So Kevin, to be honest with you, I don't like the cartoons you love. That's fine. That's fine, Kevin. Example, He-Man and those giant robots are not my favorite at all, but your positive energy is what makes me watch you again and again. Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. But you know what? I do love. I still have a great affinity for Astro Boy, as you know. Dino Riders, yeah, we're gonna get there, Kevin. We're gonna get there. I that's a toy line I really do want to come back. But again, it's something where I really have to get back into the mood for that. And right now there are no Dino Riders out there, right? So that's the hard part to get that back into the whole ecosphere. Wish you could hunt the toys that I love. Astro Boy, of course. Dino Riders. Thundercats, Silverhawks. So those are coming. Those are I can't really hunt these though, right, Kevin? I'm collecting them. I just can't hunt them. So I did hunt this, right? I don't know if you watched that episode, but I did, and then I had to hunt these. I had no choice, right? So yeah, if you want to that episode is up on my channel. 100% go watch it. But yeah, that was actually a forced hunt. But I didn't mind doing it because I ended up finding those, so I was really happy about that. Donald Duck, I did like the Disney Afternoon stuff that NECA was funnily enough, Funko was trying to actually put out, but they killed the line so quickly. I was hoping that they were going to do a DuckTales line. They started with Tailspin, they moved on to Darkwing Duck, and they had the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, but then they pretty much gave up on it. It was really sad. I think in the Rescue Rangers alone, which is the one I was actually very interested in, they did Chip and Dale, they did Gadget, and I think that's where they had to stop because they didn't do Monterey Jack, and they didn't do they weren't able to do what was his name, Buzzo. I can't remember the fly's name, but the fly. Right, they couldn't do him. It was just too bad. But I guess it does happen. Mega Man, I do collect Mega Man, Kevin. I collect Mega Man, not a lot, but I mean whatever I can, I do. I almost completed I'm very close to completing my Mega Man helmet collection. I'm only one Mega Man helmet away, and it's hard to find it. It's the Mega Man Gray Bubble helmet, and one day I'm going to find it for a reasonable price. And I'm going to have a complete collection of Mega Man helmets. So, absolutely, I am a Mega Man collector, Kevin, bar none. I can't stand He-Man, to be honest. Each to their own, though. That's okay, Kevin. Again, you don't have to like that stuff. I enjoy it for what it is, and yeah, I'm glad that you still enjoy the show, though. It's something that your support means the world to me. Many thanks, bro. Your kind words are so powerful, my man. Oh, I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you. Was Snake Eyes an orphan ninja like in the movie, like told in the movie? Also, why doesn't he talk? Well, that's always been a bit of a mystery for everybody. I do believe it has something to do with trauma, or I think in one of the episodes it talked about a promise he made. I believe that's something that did come up. If anybody can correct me on that, or actually knows the reason why Snake Eyes doesn't talk and why he was raised by a clan retcon later a clan of ninjas, please elaborate for us. I would really appreciate it. Sledge, Snake Eyes is blonde. Okay, so I don't know why I keep thinking he was ginger. I don't know why that is, but I thought he was ginger. But if he's blonde, so be it. But I know he's Caucasian. I know that for a fact. At least he was. Diecast Fly. Actually, Snake Eyes, the original file card says he was a specialist in 12 forms of martial arts and weapons. Okay, there, weapons. He was their hand-to-hand combat instructor, and you will see when you read the 82 file card. Okay, that's fine. I can agree with that. No problem. That's fine. But it doesn't ever say in the file card that he was a ninja. All right. He was a commando, as far as I know, like a commando special operative. I don't know if I'm right about that or not. Kevin, they should have left Ray Park to play Snake Eyes. So much better. Well, honestly, the fact that he was silent, yeah, 100%. The fact that he was a complete martial artist, well, yeah, I don't disagree. Ray Park is a bit short, though. I'm not going to lie. And that's nothing wrong. I'm short. You know what I mean? I don't see anything wrong with being short, but he did portray Snake Eyes very well. I'm not gonna knock that. He actually did a bang up job. Raymond Chong, like American Ninja, 100%. Except American Ninja, he had black. I believe it was brown or black hair. Still, great movie. Love that film. Diecast Fly. You can Google the original card file first. No, I believe you, Diecast Fly. I don't deny what you're saying. Please say Astro Boy. I always say Astro Boy. I love Astro Boy. Astro Boy is one of my favorite animes of all time. You know this, Kevin. I've already sent you the video. You know I love Astro Boy. Raymond, still no Canadian pre-orders for Breaker and Ram. Yeah, I know, Raymond, but don't worry. Actually, I don't. If history is to be believed, there won't be any pre-orders, Raymond. We're just gonna have to hunt them. Eventually, they'll just pop up on the website, and people are given a chance at grabbing them. Unfortunately, that just seems to be the case. Best of luck to everybody who's looking for it. And as I said, Raymond, it'll be about another 4 months before we actually see or even hear of anything to do with the Breaker and the Ram Cycle or barbecue. Kevin, bro, tell us a little bit about your family and how you got into collecting growing up, and does anyone else in your family share the same hobby? Okay. I'll touch a little bit on it because I could talk for the whole episode, the whole live stream about that. So, by the way, guys, just so that you know, I'm near the end of my my live stream account for this month. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't cut us off. But we are getting very, very close to to going over my limit here. But guys, if I end up cutting off, my apologies. But let's keep going as long as we can before anything happens, or hopefully they'll let us continue until the end of the show. Anyway, aside from that, to answer Kevin's question, how best to phrase this? So I come from an immigrant family. I was born in the Philippines and came here when I was very, very young. I think it was like 3 or 4 years old. Actually, it might have been 5 years old now that I think about it. Just like any family who immigrated from another country, my parents worked long hours to try and keep the to put a roof over our heads, and I was pretty much raised by my grandparents for the most part. I mean, my parents raised me, but the ones who took care of me during the day were my grandparents. Had a great relationship with my grandfather and my grandmother, loved them to death. And my brother and I shared a common interest in cartoons, and encouraged by our father who liked to draw. So yeah, he would always draw. Whenever I watched my very first experience growing up, as I recall, I used to watch a whole bunch of different cartoons like Scooby-Doo, the Jetsons, Flintstones. All the cartoons that were on TV at the time. a pup named Scrappy Doo. All these wonderful, great Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Loved them to death. Lots of fun. But then everything changed when I first encountered Force 5 for the very first time. Star Avengers, Space Cateers, Guy King, Vanguard Ace. Those Grandizer, right? Those cartoons really left a lasting impression on me growing up, and it's basically spurred on my love of giant robots and anime later down the road that I didn't realize what it was originally, and then did some research to find out what it was. So yeah, loved those cartoons, grew up with them. Then it just kept going from there. Battle of the Planets, Astro Boy, every day on global TV, Channel 3. Then there was Voltron, Defender of the Universe. The hits just kept on coming for me as a kid. All anime, right? Didn't realize that they were anime, but they were all there. And then after that, the golden age of the 80s came in, and we got He-Man, we got She-Ra, we got Thundercats, Silverhawks, Brave Star, right? It just kept going. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, right? It just kept going. Gem of the Holograms, Bigfoot Adventures, Inhumanoids, right? It just kept going and going and going and going. And he again, but in between all that was action figures, right? He-Man and the Master Universe. I remember collecting that line ever since I could remember. Going to Wilco, right? Picking up action figures whenever I possibly could. My parents would always reward me for good grades. It was a wonderful time to be alive. And after that, into my teenage years, it never really stopped. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I really loved that. I really loved that Sentai show, right? What's it called? Darkwing Duck. I love that. DuckTales, right? Tailspin, Rescue Rangers, Gummy Bears, right? All these wonderful Disney afternoon cartoons. And then we got into the 90s, and God, it just kept going, right? We had Batman the Animated Series. We had just so many great shows that just kept coming. And yeah, it was a great time to be a kid, to be a teenager. And throughout all that, there were just action figures, right? Whether Brave Star was there, so was Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Just awesome toy lines that you get into. Centurions, right? Oh my God, Centurions! So glad that they're Ramen Toys is doing those toys again. And yeah, that is pretty much what shaped my life. And after all that, the cartoons started getting a little bit different, right? They weren't as boy centric. You know what I mean? They weren't action packed anymore. So then I started searching for something else, and it just so happened that anime started to fill the void that I was looking for. And yeah, I got super obsessed with anime, and that's why I started this channel, because I loved watching anime. And I really do want to get back into it. One of my Patreon supporters, Princess Kagli, I've really got to reconnect with him, because we share a love of anime together, and I really enjoy talking to him on a one-on-one basis about what he's been collecting, because the stuff that he collects, like City Hunter LDs, and oh my God, just so many different titles that I would love to have collected when I was younger, like Kimagota Orange Road. Holy crap, like just so much great stuff. And then started this channel. Had fun talking about anime for the longest time, and the situation around the world happened. We all got stuck. I wanted to get out of the house. The first moment I had a chance to, I went looking for some of my favorite toys, like the Kenner Real Ghostbusters. God, I love that cartoon. So yeah, that was re-released. The whole 80s resurgence of retro toys kicked it back in. Whether it was G.I. Joe Retro, Kenner Real Ghostbusters revival, right? New Star Wars action figures, right? The revival of all these G.I. Joe figures, the Masters of the Universe Origins figures, Transformers G1 variants had come back. It was just crazy. It just kept going and going and going, and it just keeps going, draining my wallet completely. This beast up here, like, what the heck? This guy, oh my god, like one of the most expensive purchases I've ever had, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. But yeah, I hope that helps give you a little background as to where I come from and why I do what I do, Kevin. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know if you had a similar experience to me, but my parents never discouraged me from watching cartoons. I remember at one point, my mom came to me and said, aren't you a little old for toys? And I looked at her and I was like, no. And she's like, okay, right? Because I was just one of those kids who liked to draw, right? I was like one of those kids who wanted to be an artist, and I'm a graphic designer now, but I wanted to be an animator, and she knew that. So she encouraged it, and I was glad for that because she didn't hinder me. She wanted me to be a doctor. She wanted me to be a lawyer. She wanted me to be all those things. But she allowed me to grow and be the person I decided to be. And you know what? I can't thank her enough for that, because honestly, I ended up being the way I am, and you know what? I'm glad for it. So. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I hope that helps answer your question, Kevin. Hans. So I hope they do Snake's voice loss story from the comic book and make it so that Scarlet and Snake stays as a couple. I hated the rise of Cobra because of her not being with him. Yeah, so originally in the very first series, it seemed as if Scarlet and Snake Eyes had a fling, definitely some sort of relationship. But yeah, they really did lean that more towards Duke, and making Snake Eyes into this super ninja assassin. So yeah, it was kind of weird. How he lost his voice? Yeah, Hans, let us know. I think people here would like to know more about it. It's not really a spoiler. They're moving the canon in completely different directions now. So Hans, please, if you want to elaborate on that, I would definitely like everybody here to know how that happened. Mark, who is your favorite Robotech character, vehicle, and toy? So my favorite Robotech character would definitely have to be Roy Fokker, the big brother, right? The one who helped what's it called, Rick or Hikaru, that we all know, to grow up, if you will, right? And of course, with Roy's death. It cemented the fact that Rick had to grow up and become a man and really step up, to be the person that he was. My second favorite character, who I think a lot of people do like, is Max. I really like Max Sterling. I think he was a wonderful character, and I can never get this vision out of my head. About Mira. I think that's how you pronounce her name now. I can't remember exactly, but Mira, who was a Zentradi female. Infiltrating the human base of the SDF-1 to hunt down, the ace pilot Max, Max, and assassinate him. And I always remember they had their first little romantic. It was kind of like because Max had been infatuated with this woman, right? And he comes in, sits down at a video game, and they go at it like head to head. And she realizes while they're playing this video game, right, that he is the ace pilot. He is the one who defeated me in combat or whatever it was at the time, and she had to defeat him, right? So she tries to ambush Max and tries to stab him with a knife. And for whatever reason, Max was able to get another knife, and they're just going with their knives. They're just kind of like, they're going crazy. And it's like a sword duel with knives. I remember thinking to myself as a kid, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then I think, as you grow up, getting older and older, you're like, what the heck was that, man? they were literally like, ching, 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 right, with the freaking knives. I'm like, how's that even possible, right? You look at any CQC kind of fight, and they're like, just standing off and trying not to cut each other. It was crazy. But yeah, I always really that vision in my head of Max and Myrna just going at it, right, crazy. And then after Max disarms her, freaking, she's like, all right, it's over, kill me. And he's like, no, you're so beautiful, let's get married. And I'm like, what the hell? what just happened here? And they got married, like literally in the next minute. They were walking down the aisle, and you saw like 16 Veritex freaking Yeah, 16 Veritex, like 25 Veritex, whatever. Standing in salute, and like they're going through with one of the Veritech one of the Veritech fighters, and they're streaming down that whole aisleway, guns blazing, and she's wearing a freaking gigantic wedding dress. It's like, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, loved it, just loved it. Kevin, I recall you do freelance web design and artwork stuff. Do you go to an office or work full time? And does the government provide any subsidies? Are you doing financial? And are you okay doing financially because of the situation around the world? So just like everybody, once upon a time, obviously I was working in an office for the longest time. Yeah, of course, like anybody. Right, my career is such that I've gone through many stages, but not around the time of the pandemic, but a few years prior to that. My last job, which is web design primarily. I was leading a team of about 5 people in that job, and every year it just it kept dwindling. Like it went from 5 people to 3 people to me and one other designer, and the writing was on the wall. It wasn't going to last, right? So just rode that train until it finally and got to the end of the line. And after that, I just started doing freelance again. I was actually, by the grace of God and everything, I've been very fortunate enough to have some very good clients, and yeah, I still work with those clients today, and so I'm doing well. I mean, like I'm not well off, but I'm doing well enough that. I'm still able to pay the rent, and I'm still able to, to enjoy what I do and hunt for toys. And the flexibility of working for myself allows me to just, get up and go whenever I need to. So, that if anybody's wondering how I do these things, that's actually the reason how I'm able to do these things. So, yeah. And no, I'm okay. When things first started, I did have to lean on the government a little bit for some support. But I got off of that as quickly as I could because I know eventually it's going to have to be paid back. So yeah, I'm right now just trying to save up as much money as possible to not holy crap, I'm so far behind, to not get back into that situation. So and of course I hope everyone else is able to make ends meet as well. Hans, anyone know where to get a Major Blood or Beachhead? I can't find them anywhere in my area. So Hans, if you are in Edmonton, I believe a refresh is coming. So keep calling your Toys R Us and as often as they'll let you, and just keep asking for those figures. Eventually, they will start showing up in your area. So best of luck to you, Hans. If anything, and you like even after the refreshes happen, if you're still having trouble, reach out to your local collector groups. Hit me up, maybe. It's possible if you need something, but yeah, don't give up. That's what I'm saying. Just don't give up. They are out there. Pardon me. Diecast Flag. No more display room, so I would need to leave them in box. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. But you know what? I want to talk, right? Everything I have is in boxes, but trust me, I want them out. I want them out so badly. What I find, and what I'm probably going to end up doing, is I'm going to start. Oh, that didn't work well. I'm going to start rotating. Pardon me. I'm going to start rotating displays. So what I'll probably do is I'll take a whole bunch of figures out of the box. I'll do a display, and then a few months later I'll take the display down, put those back in the boxes, and then grab another set of figures and put them on display. That's probably what's going to end up happening. It's going to be like a rotating, like department store window kind of thing, where it's themed every time. Raymond Chong, I really like the bat. The bat looks amazing, doesn't it? It really is incredible. Mark, the last robot I bought was the Solo Chokugin Voltus V. $500. Wow, that's crazy. Holy crap. I thought that would be my last expensive toy until they announced the Haslab Galactus. Don't know if it's if it's an addiction or a hobby. It's crazy. Mark, you are like the rest of us. It is a little bit of an addiction. It is a little bit of just, hero worship, to be honest with you. And it's just good nostalgic vibes. Like what drives me a lot is I want to remember and I want to relive, that feeling that I had when I was a kid buying these toys and, just being so enamored with them. Right? They used to be so gigantic in my hands, and as an adult, I realized, geez, they're actually really, really small. So now what was used to be this, and it was actually pretty big in my hands as a kid, now has turned into this, which is now again once again it's now pretty big in my hands. Right? So yeah, it's reliving those wonderful memories, and having that chance again to be a kid. Soundwave. I ordered all of them except for Duke. Flint was always my guy because Duke is always getting captured. That is so true. It's not even funny. So yeah, I totally agree. Glenn, the green rifle, binoculars, backpack, and the helmet are nods to the original Duke from the 80s. He came with those accessories. Exactly what I was saying. That's so awesome. Thank you, Glenn. William Coleman, man, that's an awesome. What's it called? Avatar. Holy crap, that's cool. The Cobra Globe with snakes was from a classic video game ad. Ah, cool. I did not know that. That's awesome. Pontiac Bandit. Super 7 getting in the game. Yes, they are. It's wonderful. Loving the Rangers. Loving the Rangers series. The Rangers series. I don't know. Elaborate that for me, Pontiac. I'm not really sure what you're referring to. Or it's just like, going over my head. Glenn, the very first G.I. Joe miniseries with the mass device, Cobra Commander had the pink cape and the Cobra scepter. Did he really? I don't remember that. I don't remember, like, when he first turns around on the on his throne. I didn't think he was wearing a cape. Anyway, Glenn, you're. I mean, we could definitely go check. I don't disagree. It's just, I'm getting old. I think that's really what it is. Speaking of which, Knights of Old, Jay, did you like the new Galactus? I loved it, man. I loved it. I did a whole video on it on MJR Collector. Guys, if you haven't seen that one, please head over to MJR Collector and check out my review, my reaction to the Haslab Fan First, the Hasbro Fan First Fridays, which was just all based on one freaking figure, Galactus. I was really surprised and very, very happy at the overall look and design and feel. It was literally crazy. Just loved it. Diecast Fly. Cobra Commander had the pink cape and scepter in the Revenge of Cobra. There you go. See, that's why I was thinking, because I don't believe that it was the Real American Hero. I did not think it was that. The Revenge of Cobra. Okay, that would make more sense to me. All right. He threw the snake scepter at Destro and hit him in the head. Destro crushes it with his hands. Got you. Okay. So yeah. So Glenn, I think there's a bit of both there. So definitely, I think that's more what I would remember, because I'm pretty sure a Real American Hero, he did not have the cape and he did not have the scepter. That's just my recollection. The Snake Globe was from a video game ad. Got you. Omega Tor. Good to see you, Omega Tor. Thanks for joining the stream. Wish they threw in gloved hands for Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes in the very first show did not have gloved hands. He had bare hands for the Real American Hero show, which is the only time he looked like that. The only time he ever looked like that was in the Real American Hero miniseries. What the heck, Snake Eyes? What the heck, Snake Eyes origin is this? You have to go back and watch the very first miniseries of the Sunbow cartoon. That's exactly how he looked in the Sunbow cartoon. Yes, cartoon. It's not a movie, no. Probably a prototype. No, it's not a prototype. That's actually what he looks like, guys. That is 100% what Snake Eyes looked like. No gloves, no good. No, that's not true. That's exactly what he looked like in the first series. I like that bat, though. That bat looks amazing, doesn't he? Just hope they come out as good as the renders. Yeah, that is crazy. But actually, if you look at the video announcement with Brian Flynn, they do look that good. He actually has them on display in front of him. So, guys, if you haven't seen the announcement video for the G.I. Joe Ultimates, head over there now. Take a look at it. You can actually see the figures in line right in front of Brian. And I think he doesn't pick them up, but you can actually see them there. Pontiac, $55 for a figure. Yeah, it is pretty expensive, I have to admit. I'm good with the first 2 Snake Eyes toys. Well, there you go, brother. That's there's nothing wrong with collecting those. I guess because they're actually a great paint apps and accessories. They just look so cartoon accurate, it's not even funny. Raymond, Super 7 G.I. Joe pre-orders, Canadian $69.99. Yeah, I know. For us, it's even worse. Dang! Yeah, that's right. That is the way it is. Renegade Biker, hey, what's going on, Renegade Biker? Good to see you. Kevin, how old is Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe universe? I heard he's around 40. Somebody help me. I really don't know. I don't keep up with those types of things. Thindale, hey, Thindale, good to see you, my friend. In the comics, his face was destroyed during the war in Vietnam. Got you. That would explain a lot of things. Snake Eyes' face is blown off in a G.I. Joe mission. Yeah, looks like a lot of people are up to date on these things. Vocal cords were also destroyed. Okay, I always thought it was a Val Silence, but okay. Hamel Strategy 89. Hey, Hamlet Strategy, good to see you. Off topic, have you seen the Galvatron in the wild in Scarborough? No. I'm still looking for Slag. Sorry for anybody who's from the UK, but I will always remember Slug as Slag. So I will keep saying that by mistake, so I apologize in advance. Kevin, Knights of Old, really is so physically he cannot talk. I always thought it was some sacred oath. Yeah, I always thought so too, actually. Yeah, he saved Scarlet, but the explosion took away his ability to talk. Oh, that's interesting. He had his throat punctured. That's crazy. He went to study. He went to study with ninjas after returning home from Vietnam to find his whole family was dead. Ah, there you go. That's a more interesting story, actually. Really, it is. Mark, I came to the United States from the Philippines at the age of 7. Well, buddy, you and I are very similar. We have a very similar tale. I watched all the 80s cartoons. From then, I was hooked. Bring back the 80s. Happy times, happy times. Awesome, Mark. Ang galing yan. Pontiac Bandit. Scarlet is basically the only one who can understand what he's thinking. They have an empathic connection. Met Storm Shadow in Vietnam and became family. That's interesting. Knights of Old, so that makes him a Vietnam War vet, so he must be over 40 years old. The new actor playing him is 40, so it's not too. He's not so young. Is around 42, so he's not too young of a kid. That's good. Mark, I remember Kmart had GoBots. Oh yeah, GoBots for $2.99. Optimus Prime was $20. I miss my dad. May he rest in peace, Mark. Yes, that's that. I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. He always brought me toys in Kmart and Toys R Us. That's awesome. Wonderful memories. Don't ever forget him, my friend. Knights of Old. Snake Eyes was framed for the death of the Ninja Clan leader. He returned to America and a recluse in the mountains with a dog and eventually recruited by G.I. Joe. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it says his master. He is a master of karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, highly skilled in different edge weapons, and I believe Larry Hama always meant for him to be a ninja. I think he played it up more by 85. Okay, good to know. Because honestly, the way they played him in the original first season, he was more of a commando, which I guess his throat was destroyed. I only know the G.I. Joe comics, so no idea on the movies. Yeah, a lot of us are in the same boat there. Man, I'm still all the way far back. Jeez. Omega Tor, did you watch and collect Transformers? Of course I did, brother. Look up here. Do you see that? 100% I did. Yeah, so there's... I'm going to try and catch up, but I did want to actually just touch on really quickly on the last few. Actually, I'm just going to go. I'm going to jump right to the end and talk really quickly about this just before, because we're not that we're running out of time, but I did want to talk about this. So, guys, earlier today, something really exciting was announced by Mattel. Super excited about this, and I hope that all of us will be able to grab this. Really super excited. I'm hoping that we'll all be able to grab this. Oh my gosh, check it out. It is Scareglow from the Masterverse. Holy crap. Now we got a really quick glimpse of this guy in the trailers that have been released by for the Master Universe Revelations, and I can't believe they're finally releasing this figure. But what I really can't believe, and I'm really, I'm hoping to have a regular release of this guy, but I would love to get this collector's edition. He's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con 2021 exclusive, and he's going to be released on MattelCreations.com. So, guys, get ready, because once they decide to release this guy, he's only going to be available at MattelCreations.com. That's not them. That's their Instagram page. Okay. Oh man, that's so awesome. Do they have a link? Yes, they do. So this is the MattelCreations.com. It's actually where they do a lot of their not crowdsourced, but their specialty projects. And one of those projects is now going to be Scareglow for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. He's looking amazing. Really stoked about this guy. Comes with an extra set of hands. One looks like a hand, karate hand. Again, really funny. He comes with a variation of the power sword, which actually glows in the dark. Freaking amazing. And of course, he comes with this halberd, traditional weapon. And he does, in fact, glow in the dark. This is amazing. This version of the power sword actually does split in two, which is awesome. Look at that wonderful packaging design, guys. Just insane. Am I even showing what? Yeah, there I am. Okay. Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful packaging design. Again, I'm into packaging design. I'm a graphic designer. This stuff gets me excited. I really do love this. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like a book, or yeah, it is an actual book. It's got embossing on it, raised detailing. It comes with an actual what's it called? Cover slip. So it actually this cover slides over, and then you can open up the package itself. You can see there's Scareglow. That's his actual face there. They've got runes all adorning this what looks like a seal, which is interesting. Maybe that's actually part of the story, which would be awesome, right? And yeah, we get to see Scareglow first animated for the first time in the Revelations show. So that's going to be super exciting. Yeah, the other side has a crystal embedded in the back. Wonderful, wonderful job here for the design. Really loving this. And of course, he looks just amazing. Honestly, the fact that he glows in the dark is just icing on the cake. If we go to the Mattel Creations Instagram page, they've set up a whole bunch of fun animations to show that Scareglow does actually glow in the dark. Lots of fun stuff. This is really great. Loving this release. Lots of fun that these guys have been having with this. Gosh, Scareglow is now one of those really sought after characters that, for whatever reason, he was released really close to the end of the line of the Master Universe original toy line, and because of that, he was released in very low numbers, and that's why anybody who actually has a mint on card Scareglow, man, you're sitting on quite a bit of money. So yeah, wonderful designs here. Loving the fact that that this is part of their 12 days of fandom. So yeah, once this goes on sale, guys, try to head over to MattelCreations.com, creations.mattel.com, because he is not going to last. I'm telling you right now, this one's going to go really fast. And I just wanted to let everybody know about that, because I didn't have the opportunity to make a live stream on it today because I was involved in so many other things. So I really wanted to actually get that out of the way and let everybody know that Scareglow is going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, available only at MattelCreations.com. So, guys, that is exciting news for me. I hope that everybody who's looking to grab the rest of the Mattel, the Master Universe Revelations collection will actually be able to get their hands on this, because that is one exciting release, and I'm really hoping that that happens. Get back into the chat. Hans. Snake Eyes was injured in a helicopter crash, saving Scarlet, who was stuck. He burned his face and wrecked his voice box. Wow, that's one crazy backstory. Knights of Old. Storm Shadow joined Cobra to find the real killer of the schoolmaster, and it was Zartan. Got you. And that's exactly why he has the soft master and the hard master. Interesting. Fly. I'm torn between the Sergeant Slaughter to get either the Valiverse one or the WWE Ultimates Edition GI Joe homage to Sergeant Slaughter. You know what? They're both very affordable though. Diecast Fly. At this point, why not get them both? I mean, they're only each of them is only $32, right? Something along those lines. I would just bite the bullet and have them both. That way, you have two of them to display in hand. I've already pre-ordered the Valiverse version. Knights of Old, Max and Mira were lovesick. They were, but they nearly killed each other. To get to that stage, I guess she was obsessed with Max, and she fell in love with him because of that. But Max was in love with her from the very beginning, puppy love. It's crazy. Kevin, man, you're such a nice guy, so honest, caring, and kind. We love you, bro. Well, thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate that. I really do. Knights of Old, Max used the first knife that Mira threw at him, and he didn't have one. Exactly. I didn't remember. See, memory's a funny thing. I didn't remember how that happened. She had two freaking knives? My God, what a sicko. He married that kind of woman's going to stab you in the dark. You got to be careful. Pontiac Bandit. Oh, man, I have tons of figures in boxes, literal boxes, because I do not have shelves. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But you know what? You're not the only one. Look, like, oh, gosh, let's do this. You see this, but then if I turn it over here, you see that. Like, seriously, it just does not end. And if I was to show you what's underneath me, you probably judge me for many things. Jermaine, hey Jay, I want all four. Yes, they look awesome, don't they? Those GI Joe Ultimates, they look incredible. And that color changing Zartan, yes, that San Diego exclusive, which was finally confirmed earlier this week. Color changing Zartan, man, that is going to be a slog to try and pick up. I'm hoping everybody can grab one for themselves, and it's gonna be crazy. Guys, set your alarm clocks whenever Hasbro PulseCon is, and they said it's and they kind of let slip in today's Fan First Fridays that it actually might be in August. So as soon as San Diego Comic-Con ends, Hasbro PulseCon will begin. Imagine the drain on our wallets. It's just going to be crazy. Pontiac Bandit. I meant Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figures. They're all coming out with it. Yes, love it. I'm going to dip my toe into the 1/12 scale for the first time. Kevin, a few of my friends said Snake Eyes is originally Asian, but they changed him to attract more audiences. Not sure. No, that's not true. Snake Eyes has always been Caucasian. He was always Caucasian. Pontiac makes sense. No, guys, that's not true. He was always Caucasian. Snake Eyes sounds heaps like Batman in Batman Begins origin story. It's probably true. Mark, can you do a room tour of your toys? Thanks, Mark. It's coming. It's just I didn't think anybody would want to see them. It's more of a mess than it is a tour. So I guess sure. We'll probably do one pretty soon. Kevin, yeah, bro, do a house tour and show us your room. We've never seen the 3D vision. All right, guys, we'll probably have to fulfill that request very soon. Renegade Biker, Jay, I'm at home now from doing Uber. Did you see my latest videos? Got the Cobra Troopers from my local Target store and had Fireflies delivered from my home on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to. Today was nuts, Renegade Biker. If you, I know you didn't see earlier in the chat, but I was driving around all over multiple cities trying to get the $5 Fridays for today. So I will take a look, my friend. Please bear with me. It's just things have been very difficult around here, but yes, I will be able to. I will try to this weekend. I'll try to have a look. Kevin, can one make a living out of doing Ubers? I think these days some people have to. Diecast Fly. I just put my finger on it. This Revelations line reminds me of the MOTU Mondo 1/6 figures, even their proportions. There you go. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Diecast Fly. That actually is probably true. Glenn, Scareglow looks sick. Much respect. He looks sick, and I'm hoping that I can actually snag him. That is the hope and dream, my friend. Renegade Biker. Well, Kevin, it's up to you, but based on the demand in your area, and then the nightmare of making sure that the restaurants like McDonald's do not update at the busiest time. So yes, according to Renegade Biker, it is possible. Thindale, thanks for the great stream, Jay. See you next time. Have a good night, Thindale. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Jay, Renegade Biker 24. Jay, did you know that there's a color changing powder that is being sold on Amazon for $17.99 that can probably be used as paint? I did not know that, Renegade Biker. At the same time, is there a reason you're mentioning that? Because should I repaint my Zartan? Is that what you're saying? I'm not really sure. Please help me elaborate. I don't understand what you're getting at. Are you going to be using it for custom figures? Let us know. Hopkins von Rabbitarius. I'm sorry if I'm screwing that up, but Hopkins. Actually, Hopkins, you've been here before. Good to see you, my friend. Mess tours are the most fun because even when you don't know, because even you won't know what pops up. Yeah, that's actually true. Absolutely, I guess. I can't deny that. I've never done one, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? Pontiac Bandit, thanks for the stream. Very informative, fun. Have a great night. See you soon. Have a good night, Pontiac Bandit. Thanks for coming, and thank you for joining the stream. Mark, good night, Jay. Awesome stream. Bring back the 80s. Thank you, Mark. Salamat po, pare. We'll talk soon, my friend. Pontiac Bandit, yes. Renegade Biker 24. Yeah, the repaint for the current Zartan. I have thought about it. I got you. But you know what? If we can't get them, maybe that's a good idea. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. All right, guys. Holy crap! It's almost 3 a.m. in the morning. Once again, guys, this has been so great as always. Can't believe that everyone here is staying up this late to hang out with me. But thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. This time with you guys is always time well spent. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Sharing our love of toys, sharing our love of the 80s culture and cartoons. This is always great for me, and it really does help. Again, my mental health. I hope it helps your mental health, guys. I hope you guys enjoy hanging out. And yeah, this is a really special time for me, as always. Glenn, have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend, Jay. Kia kala. Kia kala, my brother. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. Knights of Old, Jay, are you going to get the new Guy King Deluxe Solo Chokugen? I think you missed it earlier, Knights of Old. Daiku Maru GX Hyaku, right? GX 100. Yes, I am. Actually, I have already put down a deposit for the GX 100, and it's gonna set me back. It's gonna be a lot of tuna fish sandwiches, a lot of ramen, a lot of tightening that belt, because that one's gonna cost a pretty penny, and it is freaking gigantic. I got to figure out where to put it. So yes, the answer is yes. Will, good night, Jay. Geek Proud. Good night, Will. Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you, my brother. Nathan Cabral. Hey, Jay, were you ever into goth? No. No, Nathan. I was never into goth. My personality. You can probably tell just by the way I am. My personality has kind of always been chipper. I've always been a very upbeat kind of person. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not that I wouldn't like goth. There are times where I feel, I feel, I feel very. Now, emo is not the right word. There are times where I like, just being, on that type of mood, right? I think that's probably the best way to describe it. There are times where I like to be in that type of mood, but for the most part, I'm not really into that type of culture. So yeah, my personality just doesn't really jive with it most of the time. I have a lot of friends who have been into goth and have actually gone through that. I'm going to call it a phase, because they went through a phase, and then they sort of, again, I'm 40 plus years old, right? So, my friends are also the same age. So, we all sort of went into phases, and then basically we grew out of those phases. So, yeah, I never got into the goth phase, but I had friends who were, and I loved hanging out with them. You know what I mean? Like, it was a good time. And that was something that I never actually got into. But yeah, thanks for asking. Knights of Old, how much was it? So the deposit the deposit was $300, and by the time it lands here, it'll probably be $1,300. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Moses Cortez. Moses, good to see you, my friend. When will the Centurions figures come out? They're slated to come out in October. So if all goes well, they should be on track. My next review of the Naval Commanders coming out soon. I hope you guys enjoy that. And yeah, guys, there's still time to actually go pick up any of the 80s Commanders. Just head over to ramentoy.com or ramentoy on Facebook and talk to the guys there. Say hi to Noel for me. Say hi to Aisley Bear for me. Sorry. And yeah, hopefully you guys can get your hands on those Centurions figures. Soundwave. All right, everyone. Good night. Geek Proud. Good night, Soundwave. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the stream. Knights of Old. Wow. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of nuts, but I did buy that guy, right? And I did get Snake Mountain over there. So yeah, I do these crazy things. So yeah, don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Renegade Biker. Jay, did you know that the current Firefly has 28 variations since the original came out in 1984? And I think there was about 52 different Cobra Commanders since it came out. I did not know that, my friend. Holy crap. That is one hell of a factoid right there. Pricey. Yes, it is. It is freaking pricey, man. Holy crap. But what can you do, man? This is the life. This is the struggle is real. The addiction is real. All right, guys. Once again, this has been awesome for me. I hope it's been awesome for you. Spending time with you guys is always incredible. You guys are amazing. Guys, thank you again for liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. You guys are amazing. Oh, God. This has been one heck of a day. We didn't even get through half of the topics that I wanted to cover tonight, but that's okay, because being able to talk with you guys, being able to share these moments and our love of toys, our love of cartoons, that's the reason why we gathered together. That's the reason why we're here. And as I said before, guys, if you guys are struggling, if you guys are feeling down, depressed, or whatever, reach out, right? Whether it's to me, whether it's to anybody in the community, whether it's just to a friend, a loved one, someone you haven't talked to in a while, just reach out, right? Talk to each other, support each other. We're all in this together, guys, and the only way we're going to get out, or the only way we're going to get out of it, is together. But we're going to beat this thing. We're all going to be better for it, and the world is going to move on, because there have been other ways that there have been other things that have defeated humans in the past, and we've always come out on top. So this is not new. This is just another stepping stone, another phase in being who we are as a people. And what's really important is we all support each other. That's the biggest thing. So guys, we're all going to get through this. It's just a matter of time. I hope that you guys were able to escape for just an hour or two, here on the stream. And I hope that you're enjoying the episodes and again, using them to support your love for toys. Whatever it is that you like about the show, please let me know. I'm always looking for feedback, and of course, your support, guys, means the world to me. Kevin says, "Good night, freak proud." We are all freaks, my friend. So yes, 100% geek proud. Knightsville, Mega J, I just spent over $700 on some OG Japanese Capcom arcade posters, so I feel you. Absolutely, Knights of Old. We are all collectors, and whatever we collect is precious to us. So no one's going to judge you for that. There are going to be people who judge you for that, but it's not going to be me. I know exactly what you're going through. Jermaine, yeah, I was able to get Firefly off of Target.com. Congratulations, my friend. Finally got him. So I'm glad you were able to do it. Renegade Biker, cool. At Jermaine Hunter, yes, absolutely cool. Guys, thank you again for joining me on this Saturday morning. Wow, 3:00 in the morning. Still 17 people in the chat. You guys are awesome. Everyone, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Guys, we are going to get through this. Just support each other. It's only a matter of time. Well, guys, thank you again for joining me on this wonderful stream. You guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud.